So we are LOKA Group A, and we did education.
All right, so I chose Senate Bill 292, and this is basically a bill that allows school districts to use vans, SUVs, and other like smaller passenger vehicles instead of standardized yellow buses for certain students. So these students typically are driven because of specific circumstances like disabilities or dual enrollment. And this bill helps save districts money and also deals with the bus driver shortage. So buying a school bus to pick up just a couple of kids is very expensive, and they're also very limited. So allowing districts to use smaller vehicles lowers costs and also deals with the shortage. We need this law because school districts all over the state lack bus drivers, and smaller vehicles don't require driver's license with extra certifications, which makes it easier to hire drivers. It also shortens ride times, so students don't have to sit on long bus rides for hours. So I chose this bill because it shows how the government solves like specific problems like bus expenses and bus driver shortages. In addition to this, this was a tactical bill that did not use up tax dollars, which I thought was very interesting. It is also an example of a state testing a temporary idea. The bill saved money and helped many people, like kids, which resulted in the government making it permanent.
Okay, so the bill I chose was House Bill 525, which is a policy that prevents students from using personal electronic devices during and social media during the school day. This policy, however, cannot be used to prevent students from using said devices to accommodate disabilities, monitor their health conditions, or use it for communication. Now, this allows students to help focus better, and it allows teachers to spend more time teaching instead of policing students who are on their phones. And it also may help prevent students from cheating. And uh, personal electronic devices can easily become a distraction due to constant notifications that can tempt students to check their phone, and it prevents them from engaging with the lesson. Additionally, a student using their phone could make maintaining attention difficult for other peers as well. And there may be students that might feel tempted to use their phones to cheat on assignments or exams. And I chose this bill because whenever in my daily life and at school, I noticed that whenever I try to study or when I'm looking at my friends, they might struggle to study because of devices. So, and I think this bill addresses that inattentiveness in class.
I chose Senate Bill 507, and Senate Bill 507 focuses on improving school safety by ensuring that public schools are accessible to students with disabilities, especially during emergencies. Both bills make it a requirement by making accessibility for individuals with disabilities a required part of every school safety evaluation. It's helpful because it improves evacuation plans and makes sure that school facilities are accessible to students with disabilities. It is important that schools identify and fix accessibility issues before an emergency occurs. The bill works by adding requirements to the school safety evaluations that Maryland schools already conduct each year. Every school system must conduct an annual school safety evaluation and develop solutions for any accessibility issues it finds. Schools must also report problems that could interfere with emergency responses to the Maryland Center for School Safety. And I chose this bill because many people assume that schools are already fully accessible, but emergencies reveal challenges that are not obvious during a normal school day.
I chose House Bill 326 because it's a bill that requires the Maryland Center for School Safety, also known as MCSS, to create an anonymous report system for public school students who may have safety concerns in their community. The purpose of this system is to provide students, staff, parents, and other members of the community a way to report information about safety concerns without revealing their identities. House This bill is helpful because it allows students to report any safety concerns without the need to reveal their identity, which can give people a safer and more comfortable way to share information that could be a threat to the school. Also, the anonymous report system can also limit the amount of people who feel uncomfortable or are worried about reporting something unusual they see because they do not want others to see who reported the report. And we need this law because students can feel afraid of getting involved when making a report. So by having an anonymous report system, it can help them feel more comfortable reaching out. I chose this bill because the anonymous report system has been used at my school before, and during that time, I saw that students were able to write reports without having to worry about their names being revealed, which made them feel more comfortable to share.